वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स अगेन इन दिस लेक्चर रूम। तो जैसा आप पहले जानते हैं कि हमने पहले डिस्कस किया C3 साइकिल यानी C3 साइकिल वी हैव डिस्कस्ड इट। तो उसमें मैंने आपको C3 साइकिल होता क्या है, इसका मैकेनिज्म क्या है, ये हमने डिस्कस किया। तो उसके बाद जो उसके हाल कंपोनेंट्स वो हमने इसमें डिस्कस किए। तो अगर आपको याद होगा उसमें मैंने बताया आपको जो C3 साइकिल है उसमें पहले होता क्या है, जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड it combines with C5 compound RuBP। तो उसमें हमने ये पढ़ लिया है कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड it first reacts or combines with a C5 compound that is called as RuBP या ribose 1,5 biphosphate, and here the enzyme that is called as ribisco. So this ribisco is called as ribose 1,5 biphosphate carboxylase. It is also called as ribose 1,5 biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase.
Yes, sir.
So first product, stable product produced here, that is called as
PGA.
PGA या C3 compound.
Yes, sir.
जो पहला उसमें फर्स्ट स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट जो बनता है that is called as phosphoglyceric acid. ये C3 compound होता है, that is why those plants are called as C3 plants and the cycle is called as C3 cycle. तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि उसके बाद कुछ जो ड्राई ट्रॉपिकल पार्ट्स में देखा गया, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन दे वर ड्राई ट्रॉपिकल पार्ट्स। तो तत आव वुचन क्या प्लांट्स, फॉर एग्जांपल इन केस ऑफ मेज या सारगम, ये दूसरा एक प्लांट है सारगम। तो इनमें देखा गया जो ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है इसके बजाय यहाँ तो C5 कंपाउंड है, तो इसके बजाय वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इसके बजाय वो C3 कंपाउंड से मिलता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज PEP एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फास्फोएनोल पायरुविक एसिड and या carbon dioxide it combines in some plants, for example maize, sorghum. In these plants the carbon dioxide first reacts with 3 carbon compound that is called as phosphoenol pyruvic acid in place of RuBP. Here the first product is PGA, but here the first product is C4 compound that is called as oxaloacetic acid, OAA. That is called as oxaloacetic acid or aspartic acid वो यहाँ मैंने बताया कि जो C3 प्लांट्स हैं इनमें कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड पहले C5 कंपाउंड यानी RuB के साथ मिलता है, रिएक्ट करता है, और फर्स्ट कंपाउंड C3 कंपाउंड यानी फास्फोग्लाइसरिक एसिड. But in some plants as in maize, sorghum, etc., there was found that this carbon dioxide first reacts with C3 compound that is called as phosphoenol pyruvic acid, or in short we can write it as PEP. So this gives first stable product that is C4 compound. Here it was C3, but in these plants it was C4. It is called as oxaloacetic acid. Or it is called as aspartic acid. Well, as a first compound is like that is called as C4 compound.
Yes, sir.
So these plants were called as C4 plants, and these plants, those plants were after combination of carbon dioxide with this phosphoenol pyruvic acid, and after the combination of carbon dioxide and phosphoenol pyruvic acid, the first stable product is C4 compound, and that contains C3 or 4 carbon atoms. That is called as oxaloacetic acid or aspartic acid, or in place of this PGA or C3 compound. So these plants are called as C4 plants, and this photosynthesis is called as C4 photosynthesis. So इसको नाम दिया गया C4 photosynthesis. तो और साइकिल जो है इसको कहते हैं, साइकिल को बताया गया और साइकिल इज कॉल्ड एज C4 साइकिल. The cycle is called as C4 cycle. ये हमारा आज का टॉपिक है, C4 photosynthesis और C4 cycle. तो ये C4 cycle is nothing true. Emerging science, it was once called as HAT, HATC, and Slack, S-L-A-C-K, these two scientists, they found that in dry tropical areas, the first stable product produced during photosynthesis or dark phase, that is C4 compound called as OOA or aspartic acid. So these plants were called as C4 plants, the cycle is called as C4 cycle. But this was discussed or discovered by these two scientists. So this is also called as head and Slack's pathway.
Yes, sir.
So this is also called as head and Slack's pathway or cycle. Pathway or cycle. Well, as a C4 cycle, so we can also call it as head and Slack's pathway or head and Slack's cycle. So we will see mechanism. You also know that, as I have already told you, that photosynthesis takes place in mesophyll cells of leaf.
Yes, sir.
Mesophyll cells. मैंने बताया आपको जो लीफ में mesophyll टिश्यू होता है, mesophyll cells होते हैं, उनमें photosynthesis होती है. तो इसलिए C4 cycle it also takes place in mesophyll cells. तो गसन क्या काम? First, अगर इस mechanism में पूछो, first step CO2 plus, as I told you, PEP.
Yes, sir.
Phosphoenol pyruvic acid. जो एंजाइम यहाँ टेक पार्ट करता है, that is called as PEPCO. That is called as PEPCO. That is called as PEPCO. And phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase. And that is called as phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase. This is called as phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase enzyme. हालांकि CTS में वहाँ हमने देखा क्या था? Ribisco. But here is PEPCO, or this is also called as PEPcase. This is also called as PEPcase. NCERT में ऐसा टर्म दी गई है, PEPcase. वो PEPcase is phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase. तो ये इनको मिलाने में मदद करता है. यहाँ तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड phosphoenol pyruvic acid ये रिएक्ट होते हैं, कंबाइन होते हैं. तो यहाँ क्या बनता है? फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट पहले क्या होता है? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड पहले यहाँ वाटर इसके साथ मिलता है, H2O वाटर. जब ये रिएक्शन होती है C4 साइकिल की, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लस वाटर, तो यहाँ एक एंजाइम होता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एनहाइड्रेस. अब तो याद है, मैंने आपको ये बताया दो एंजाइम्स हैं, एक तो ये एनहाइड्रेस कार्बोनिक, कॉल्ड एज कार्बोनिक एनहाइड्रेस. कार्बोनिक एनहाइड्रेस issue fastest or quickest enzyme.
Yes, sir.
And as an issue carbonic anhydrase, this is quickest or fastest. And it's this fast action or reaction how तो होने में रिबिस्को तमिश कंसंट्रेशन वाले ज़्यादा आसन में वाले तक 16%. वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लस वाटर ये क्या देता है यहाँ पे? फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ लिखिए, ये देता है HCO3 बाइकार्बोनिक एसिड या बाइकार्बोनेट HCO3.
Yes, sir.
It's the enzyme anhydrase enzyme. Go your section PEP phosphoenol pyruvic acid. They plus HCO3. So it's carbon dioxide plus water gives HCO3 in presence of anhydrase. ये कसम काम reaction. ये HCO3 plus phosphoenol pyruvic acid. These two combine in place of PEPcase.
Yes, sir.
क्या होता है यहाँ पे? एंजाइम PEPcase phosphoenol pyruvic acid carboxylase. ये एंजाइम it aids to combine these two carbonic acid, carbon dioxide and PEPCO.
Yes, sir.
First forms OAA. OAA क्या होता है? Oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid बनाएगा. So this is C4 compound.
Yes, sir.
This is C4 compound. वो देखा, let's repeat. I will repeat once again. carbon dioxide with water and also this pepco.
Yes, sir.
Here anhydrase, here pepcase, they combine and they form the first step of the product oxaloacetic acid. In short, we can write it as OAA, carbon 5. Also, कभी-कभी क्या होता है यहाँ पे this gets this amination, transamination we can say, transamination. And even your carbonic acid plus your phosphoanolpyric acid वाला चु कुछ साथन च अथसन या transamination गसन. Sometimes transamination takes place. So here addition of NH3 gets amine group. वो ये मिलता है यहाँ पे. So this forms also in some cases aspartic acid. Aspartic acid. This is also C4 compound.
Yes, sir.
ये उनमें so in some cases and mostly OA is formed,
Yes,
but in some cases aspartic acid. Here what happens? Transamination takes place. So this forms aspartic acid. Clear? वो बेकर repeat. Carbon dioxide, water, anhydrase, and phosphorylic acid. So they combine in the presence of pepcase. It forms first stable product that is called as oxaloacetic acid. Or in some plants, transamination takes place. It forms aspartic acid. Clear? Well, as a first product is stable product oxaloacetic acid. But in some plants, after transamination, aspartic acid is formed. वो लिहाजा हमने देख लिया कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड CO2 plus water and atmospheric water and carbon dioxide.
Yes, sir.
In the presence of anhydrase.
Yes, sir.
Anhydrase, it forms first product that is called as HCO3.
Yes, sir.
So here H, so this PEP in presence of pepcase. So it forms OAA. This is C4 compound, this is C3 compound. So C4 is called as OA, that is called as oxaloacetic acid. Or in some cases, it also forms aspartic acid after transamination. Here, write transamination. That's the word transamination. Transamination.
Yes, sir.
Addition of NH2 group. It gives aspartic acid. Aspartic acid. So this process this takes place in mesophyll cell.
Yes, sir.
This takes place in mesophyll cell. What's the mesophyll cell? And then what happens here? Reduction of this OA takes place. And in next step, here reduction takes place. The reduction is what is yes NADPH.
Yes, sir.
Yes NADPH. X like phosphate yes reduction. This is yes NADP.
Yes.
So this product this will form malic acid. Malic acid. What is yes? Malic acid. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So this will give us malic acid. The malic acid control, this gets transported into ampathic circle. This malic acid is control. You should ask bundle sheath. This is C4 plants. This C4 plant is anatomy, special type of anatomy that is called as Kranz anatomy. KRANZ. Kranz anatomy.
Yes, sir.
Kranz anatomy. The Kranz means reach, German term. It is a German term. It means it is a German term. German term.
Yes, sir.
It means wreath. WREATH. And another wreath. For example, you show vascular bundle. These are vascular bundles. So even maybe sheath that is called as bundle sheath. Sheath. This is called as bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
So this bundle sheath is on show. Or bundle sheath is on enzyme. Yeah, you can catch using malic acid. You should bundle sheath as
Yes, sir.
bundle sheath is under true. Wait, suppose you should this is mesophyll. cell or mesophyll tissue.
Yes, sir.
Yetis kya gasan kaam? Yetis un this called as mesophyll cell windows. Yet one is bundle sheath. This may be called as bundle sheath. Yem saat yet means under gasan transport gasan chu. Yet gasan at decarboxylation.
Yes, sir.
Here decarboxylation takes place in when malic acid
Yes, sir.
enters into bundle sheath. Here decarboxylation takes place. So this gives CO2. Go first step. Here gives CO2. Go at malic acid filter. It undergoes decarboxylation in bundle sheath. It forms number 1 CO2.
Yes, sir.
Number 2 it forms pyruvate or pyruvic acid. Pyruvate or pyruvic acid. So usually this is carbon dioxide drawas.
Yes, sir.
So ये bundle sheath असमझन चु आसन enzyme ribisco. And in bundle sheath the enzyme ribisco is present. So ये carbon dioxide ribisco this forms a cycle that is called as C3 cycle. That is called as C3. At anatomy is called Krebs anatomy. This is bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
This vascular bundle sheath. At negative kilofin bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
At anatomy is called Krebs. Krebs that is a German term. It is reed. Yani everything is covered. Go carbon dioxide malic acid साथ कोचा bundle sheath it undergoes decarboxylation.
Yes, sir.
And it forms carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide gets reacted with ribisco.
Yes.
Why? Because ribisco is present in bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
It is present in bundle sheath. So here C3 cycle takes place. So this will give us sugar or glucose.
Yes.
Here glucose is formed.
Yes, sir.
Here glucose is formed. Wherefore it is called as bundle sheath. Go up when is glucose, go it's C3 cycle.
Yes, sir.
Bundle sheath doesn't go C3 cycle. Usually pyruvate bundle sheath, pyruvic acid. This enters back into this mesophyll cell or mesophyll tissue.
Yes, sir.
And mesophyll tissue, this gets combined with combination of ATP.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is combined ATP here, ATP combines.
Yes, sir.
This forms here.
Yes, sir.
Here, 2 phosphate molecules react with this.
Pyruvic acid.
So, यहाँ इस बनान PEP, phospho and pyruvic acid. तो वापस क्या दोनों इस AMP.
Yes, sir.
अगर C3 cycle motion चाहिए, C3 cycle समझो. C3 cycle में हम समझते ATP रावण टू सुजोन ऐसे ADP. ये क्या तुम AMP. यानी ऐसे मानो phosphate. What should I phosphate? तो ये चीज़ जोन पुशी. Phosphate और pyruvic acid. Phosphate और pyruvic acid वापस when it comes back for next cycle. It comes back for next cycle. Go yet mustn't chase is in C4 plants both C3s as well as C4 cycle takes place. Dashway shafnas is was C3 cycle C4 cycle is
Yes, sir.
the go as a dashway shafnas the usually C3 known to extend bundle sheet.
Yes,
Here ribisco is present. Go use carbon dioxide here. Carbon dioxide actually you die
Yes, sir.
वो इसे further C3 cycle follow करें वो ऐसे this C4 cycle is more efficient as compared to C3 cycle. Yeah, we can say C3 plants are more efficient than C3 plants. कैसे यह मज़म शुरू carbon dioxide इसे release कर सकते हैं इशू ज़ाही कर सकते हैं वो या दो ही ना था समझ लो यह मज़म photorespiration कर सकते हैं वो in C3 plants photorespiration photorespiration does not take place. In C3 plants, in C4 plants, photorespiration does not take place. Photorespiration does not take place. Go actually come, catch carbon dioxide, ribisco enzyme, go actually comes follow current C3 cycle. The usually bundle sheath a bundle sheath is grana. It lacks grana. The bundle sheath lacks grana. The bundle sheath will have access to light phase. The bay usually vascular bundle awesome. And objective usually vascular bundle awesome. Mount at negative bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
Bundle sheath. कि ये bundle sheath it is impermeable for gaseous exchange. Point ये needs position. The bundle sheath in C4 plants is impermeable to gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange. And it is impermeable to gaseous exchange. वो लिहाजा यूज़ने कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ने सुशुन नेबर नेरन किएं वो कैश नेबर नेरन अतसन शासन इस रिबिस्को वो इंसान रिबिस्को शासन अतसन so it will follow C3 cycle.
Yes, sir.
It will so these are more efficient as compared to C3 plants where here photorespiration does not take place. Here photorespiration does not take place. वो ये तो सब चीज़ कुछ इस अगर शो इसमें आउटपुट
Yes, sir.
आउटपुट अगर शो इसका इनपुट ये तो सब वो इस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लस वाटर प्लस पीईपी ठीक वो ये शायद यूनिस ऑक्सीडाइज फर्स्ट या इस ग्लूकोज बन C6 H12O6 बन मगर इस ATP एक्सट्रा ATP ये ATP से वापस बन AMP ये तो सब जो NADP एक्सट्रा सुजोनेस NADP ये आउट वर्कशॉप इनपुट नंबर 1 लेक्शन अगर इस इनपुट लेक्शन नंबर 1 CO2 प्लस H2O plus PEP पेप्टेस ठीक है बेश RU रिबिस्कोट रिबिस्कोट या RUBP लेक्शन बेश ATP ठीक बेश NADPH यम शरालन so this gives oxygen jonas here net product oxygen C6 H12O6 AMP number 1 बेसिक NADP NADP गो लिहाजा ये चीज ग्लूकोज बना गो लिहाजा यम मोर एफिशिएंट देन C3 plants मगर as far as energy requirement is concerned अगर इस energy use C3 cycle इन सातन यमन तथ C3 cycle में हम चीज लेखन ATP सुशाइज वापस ADP मगर ये क्या उशेस ATP यूनिस AMP यम सातन ये AMP वापस इस कन्वर्ट इस करने ATP इस का फास्फेट लगे ज व्हाइट क्या लगे अकुई गो ये तसन च बुशन इस त्रे ATP लगन क्या है ये ATP अगर कन्वर्ट करो ATP इस वापस अकुई ATP ये तस अगर उस आई ज go more than 2 गसियत इस C4 प्लांट शो आइथसन लेखन मोर आगे ये पानी त्रे बेसिस मोर लगन 2 ATP मोर को ट्रांसिकस के 5 सेने 3 plus 2 is 5 यम साथ लगन 6 कार्बन को लगे 6 into 5 30 ATP मॉलिक्यूल छपिकन बिका बे क्लियर तो देखो लगा बुटुस वानन यम साथ ऐसी C3 साइकिल को ATP gives ADP ठीक मगर इंसान C4 साइकिल को ATP gives AMP अगर ऐसी भी AMP वापस करो ATP एसेंस करो ये लगे ना 2 ATP लगे ना क्या फास्फेट और आठ फास्फेट बनाया फास्फेट गो ATP लगे अगर ये तो क्या लगे 8 ATP गो ये तो संचितावा इसको ATP एक कार्बन सिंगल कार्बन और सिंगल कार्बन we need 3 ATP molecules during C3 cycle but in C4 plants further are in addition to these 3 2 are further needed so total will become 3 plus 2 it becomes 5 so for one carbon for the C4 cycle needs 5 one carbon example one carbon needs 5 ATP molecules but for 6 it needs 5 into 6 that is 30 ATP what must goes like 18 ATP molecules and in C3 cycle 18 ATP molecules like mother in C4 cycle 30 ATP molecules क्या है होता है ये तो सब ATP का सब कन्वर्ट कर मसल AMP मसल what should ATP ADP मसल वो ADP अगर वापस गसो आपको ATP molecule लगे so here 2 ATP molecules are required to convert this AMP into ATP so we need further more 2 ATP molecules in addition to 3 so total number of ATP molecules for one carbon dioxide that will be 3 plus 2 is equal to 5
Yes, sir.
For 6 carbon molecules we need
See,
5 into 6, that is 38. So in C3 cycle 18 ATP molecules,
Yes,
but
sir.
in C4 cycle 30. This one thing. As far as NADPH are concerned,
Yes,
that is
sir.
same. NADPH, they are 12.
12, yes,
That means change doesn't change.
Yes, sir, yes.
The energy requirement should more needed for C4 plants. You point get the note.
Yes.
The energy requirement for C4 plants is more as compared to C3 plants, because here ATP gets converted into AMP, whereas in C3 cycle it gets converted into
ADP.
this is called as C4 photosynthesis.
Yes, sir.
अगर कोई भी NCR के असर होता है तो इसमें कुछ भी साइकिल का बेस रिफ्लेक्ट कैसे अगर एंट्रेंस में नीट इसमें क्वेश्चन ये तो तब साथ कैसे मुश्किल होता है क्वेश्चन किया तब इसमें एक्सप्लेन वो NCR के असर में लिखते suppose this is mesophyll cell, this is mesophyll cell, and this is bundle sheath. This is bundle sheath. What happens here? Atmospheric carbon dioxide
Yes, sir.
and water.
Yes,
अरे
sir.
वाटर शुद्ध है उसमें वाटर नहीं लिखा है मगर यहाँ हम भी नहीं लिखे वहाँ वाटर नहीं लिखा गया है. So this combines with water, it forms HCO3.
Yes, sir.
जो आपके एनसीईआरटी में डायग्राम है मैं वो एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्लस वाटर एंड एनहाइड्रेट्स, ये उसने मेंशन नहीं किया वाटर, मगर ये वाटर के साथ कंबाइन होता है वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड फॉर्म्स HCO3.
Yes, sir.
Here HCO3 combines with PEP in presence of pepcase.
Yes, sir.
So here what happens? Fixation takes place.
Yes, sir.
Fixation of carbon dioxide.
Sir.
So this forms first stable product that is called as OAA. But in some cases it also forms aspartic acid. Aspartic acid in some cases after amination.
Yes, sir.
So this OAA gets reduced
Yes, sir.
and forms MA. Yeah, reduction takes place क्या some trace around us NADPH. I should mention that NADPH के तक मतलब क्या है?
Yes, sir.
Well, actually the amine does OAA. This gives
Yes, sir.
malic acid. Malic acid it is also 4 carbon compound.
Yes, sir.
Then this malic acid transported. Then here transport takes place. Transport of malic acid
Yes, sir.
enters into this is mesophyll cell.
Yes,
This is mesophyll cell.
Bundle.
This is bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
This is bundle sheath.
Yes, sir.
So usually bundle sheath awesome true. You point there the note it contains abundant chloroplast. It contains abundant chloroplast. Yeah. Next the question it contains abundant chloroplast. The guys special anatomy that is called as Crane's anatomy. Okay? When it enters gets transported into bundle sheath, this malic acid in bundle sheath. So here what happens? Decarboxylation. Here we can write here you can write down decarboxylation. Here decarboxylation takes place. Decarboxylation of malic acid.
Yes, sir.
Go and say decarboxylation again. I can say is CO2.
Yes, sir.
CO2 ने लेते बेक acid ये सी pyric acid.
Yes, sir.
ठीक?
Yes, sir.
Usually C3 cycle. This C3 cycle it will combine with RUBP.
Yes, sir.
So it will perform C3 cycle.
Cycle.
C3 cycle.
Yes, sir.
It will perform C3 cycle. So this PA gets transported again.
Yes, sir.
Transport of this PA into
Mesophyll.
mesophyll.
Yes, sir.
This is PA. Here what happens? Addition of ATP.
Yes, sir.
Here addition of ATP. It is converted to AMP. So here it forms PEP again.
Yes, sir.
It's possibly PEP again. So this again combines with and the cycle goes. So this is called as cyto. This is called as cell wall. आप बनाते हैं cell wall. आप में बनाते हैं cell wall. Because एक नीट उसमें question ये तक कुछ आपन diagram में आसन. So तब साथ में जो बच्चे ठीक किताब किए. Just like this. So this is called as outside cell wall. Cell wall.
Yes, sir.
This is called as plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. So here this is called as plasma membrane. This one.
Yes, sir.
This is called as plasma membrane. Can NCERT पे have plasma membrane.
Yes, sir.
कभी-कभी मतलब डिटो ये नीट में उसकी डायग्राम आ सकती है, वहाँ आपको लेबल करना पड़ेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ कुछ नहीं होगा, नोट ऑफ इंटरैक्शन होगा इस साइड पर, नोट ऑफ इंटरैक्शन होगा यहाँ या नोट ऑफ इंटरैक्शन, यानी आपको लेबल करना है कि व्हाट इज दिस एंड व्हाट इज दिस. ठीक, वो लिहाजा आई थिंक मे बी दिस ईयर इट विल बी नीड क्या यू आइस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विद दिस साइज ब्लैंक इटसेल्फ. सो यू हैव टू फिल द व्हाट दिस the carboxylation takes place and what it forms. It says PAD, but carbon dioxide oxygen. You have to fill this with the help of carbon dioxide. Clear?
Yes,
so this is called as mesophyll cell. This is called as bundle sheath. What happens here? So the carbon dioxide from atmosphere enters into this mesophyll cell. So it combines with water, forms HCO3. Then PEP combines with this in presence of peptase. Fixation of carbon dioxide takes place, or oxaloacetic. This is C4 compound. In some plants, this goes transamination forms aspartic acid. Then this gets reduced to malic acid. This is also C4 compound. The transport of malic acid into bundle sheath takes place. In bundle sheath, what happens? This malic acid undergoes decarboxylation and forms carbon dioxide and pyruvic acid. So this carbon dioxide, this as far as this membrane is concerned. This membrane or bundle sheath, this is impermeable. Permeable. The person gas exchanges, but this is impermeable for gaseous exchange. You have question here.
Yes, sir.
Gaseous exchange. This is impermeable. वो ये इस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को अलाउ नहीं करेगा बाहर जाने के लिए. ये उसको बाहर नहीं छोड़ेगा, बल्कि ये इसको फॉलो इसको करेगा किसके साथ? जिस RUDP. So ये combine RUDP के साथ होगा, तो it will follow C3 cycle. So mainly it will produce here glucose. So in these C4 plants, both C3 cycle as well as
C4 cycle.
ठीक है? So takes place. What are the silent features that was? कुछ साथ में ये silent features in C4 plants. Well, number one, the carbon dioxide combines with PEP. It combines with PEP. Number two, the first stable product formed is C4 compound as oxaloacetic acid or aspartic acid. Number three, the enzyme here involved is called as peptase. Summary देता हूँ, peptase. Number four, the C4 cycle takes place in two cells.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in two places. One is mesophyll as well as bundle sheath. So here mesophyll also bundle sheath are involved.
Yes, sir.
In mesophyll, C4 cycle takes place, but in this C3 cycle takes place. This mesophyll tissue or this bundle sheath, it contains a superficial anatomy that is called as Kranz anatomy.
Yes, sir.
This bundle sheath is impermeable for gas exchange,
Yes, sir.
and it contains superficial chloroplast.
Yes, sir.
So it follows C3 cycle, but it lacks grana.
Yes, sir.
Grana are absent in this. That is why light reaction does not take place in this.
Yes, sir.
Only dark reaction takes place.
Yes,
Clear? So these are the silent features of this
C4
cycle or C4 photosynthesis. So कोई साथ में एक question है, what is difference between C3 plants and C4 plants? बोर्ड क्वेश्चन में आ सकता है ये, या कभी कभी ऑब्जेक्ट भी आ सकता है कि 5-6 डिफरेंस है तो वो से एक वन बी एज ऑब्जेक्ट. फर्स्ट here in C3 plants, C3 photosynthesis takes place.
Yes, sir.
C3 photosynthesis, but it is called as C4 photo. It is called as C4 photosynthesis.
Yes.
Take number one. Number two, the first product, the substance or compound combined with CO2, that is RUBP.
Yes, sir.
RUBP. But here it is PEP. It is PEP. RUBP is C5 compound, PEP is C3 compound. Number third, enzyme involved is riboscope.
Yes.
Riboscope. Here it is peptase. Peptase. Next, the first stable product formed during C3 cycle,
Yes.
that is PGA.
Yes, sir.
That is C3 compound. But in C4 plants, first formed, that is OAA, that is C4 compound.
Yes, sir.
That is C4 compound. Next step, in C3 plants, only C3 cycle takes place.
Yes, sir.
But in C4 plants, both C3 and C4 cycle takes place.
Yes, sir.
Next, in C3 plants, photosynthesis takes place only in mesophyll cells.
Yes, sir.
But here, mesophyll cell as well as bundle sheath
Yes, sir.
are involved. Bundle sheath are involved. Next difference is in these plants, C4 plants, what are their ATP, 18
Yes, sir.
ATP and 12 NADPH are involved.
Yes, sir.
Here
30
30 ATP
and 12.
and 12 NADPH.
Yes, sir.
Here another point is ATP is converted into ADP, but here ATP is converted into AMP.
Yes, sir.
So here it is here these are some we can say differences between C3 and yeah. Next is spatial anatomy, another important point.
Yes, sir.
Spatial anatomy, that is called as Crane's anatomy. Crane's anatomy is absent in
Yes,
C3
sir.
plants. It is absent, but Crane's anatomy is present in case of C4 plants. So these are the differences. You can write down these differences.
Yes,
So this was all about. Another point you can write down here.
Yes, sir.
Here, these are not so efficient as far as production.
Yes.
This is not, you can write down here. This is not so efficient as far as productivity is concerned. As far as productivity is concerned, this is sufficient as far as productivity is concerned.
Yes, sir.
Productivity, guys. Yeah, hospital C3 cycle is C3, C4. Carbon dioxide does not get wastage.
Yes, sir.
Here wastage of carbon dioxide takes place, but here no wastage of carbon dioxide. Other point we can also write down here. Here this photorespiration takes place.
Yes, sir.
In C3 plants, photorespiration takes place,
Yes,
but
sir.
here
No
no photorespiration takes place.
Yes, sir.
Likewise, we can write down a number of steps between difference between C3 and C4 plants. So this was all about discussion about this C4 photosynthesis. Any question?
No, sir.
I think this is section for today. Thank you. One like photorespiration.
Yes, sir.
That is also called as C2 cycle. That will be taken tomorrow.
Yes.